Hello and welcome, Minnesota Farah. We are genuinely very happy to have you with us for our daily coverage of the NFL news. Please subscribe to our channel to support our initiative as we bring to you the latest updates from the world of NFL on a daily basis. Now let's dive deep into our news stories.
Sports enthusiasts, welcome back to our thrilling coverage of the latest league updates in the National Football League. I'm your host and narrator for today's captivating journey, and I assure you, we have quite the array of news to dive into from this remarkable day. 1. Atlanta Falcons, roster cuts. Our journey commences with the Atlanta Falcons, where CB Blessuan-Austin's departure took center stage. The Falcons have announced that Blessuan-Austin was one of 4 players released from the team, an impactful decision as they streamlined their roster for the upcoming season. Now, let's move on to our next news. 2. Carolina Panthers, roster cuts. Shifting gears to the Carolina Panthers, we're greeted with news of QB Jake Luton being one of the 11 players waived by the team. A strategic move by the Panthers as they fine-tune their roster ahead of the highly anticipated 2023 season. On to the next update. 3. Chicago Bears, fines and injuries. The Chicago Bears make their mark in today's roundup with an eventful update. DL Jalen Harris finds himself fined $4,185 for unnecessary roughness in last week's preseason game against the Indianapolis Colts. A fine line between aggression and discipline in the heat of the game. But that's not all. Injuries also struck the Bears camp, with OL Gabriel Howie being carted off the field during Saturday's game against the Bills. Injuries are always a crucial aspect of the game, shaping teams' paths throughout the season. Onward to our next piece of news. 4. Cincinnati Bengals, injuries. Our next stop is Cincinnati, where Joseph Ossai's unfortunate right ankle injury has ruled him out of the Bengals game versus the Commanders. Injuries during the preseason can certainly cause ripple effects as teams prepare for the regular season's challenges. Let's march forward to our next news. 5. Cleveland Browns, injuries and fines. The Cleveland Browns make headlines with a mix of injuries and fines. W.R. Jakeem Grant's serious patella injury has sent shockwaves through the team. The anticipation of MRI results looms over the Browns' season as they await the verdict on Grant's condition. Meanwhile, LB Jordan Kunasik and DT Jordan Elliott face their own injury battles, with CB Denzel Ward entering the concussion protocol. It's a crucial juncture for the Browns as they navigate these setbacks. But wait, there's more. QB Dorian Thompson-Robinson's fine of $4,642 for unnecessary roughness during a preseason game adds an extra layer of intrigue to the Browns' news. Every play counts, and every penalty teaches an essential lesson. And now, let's move on to our next update. 6. Detroit Lions, roster cuts. Heading to the Motor City, the Detroit Lions announced the release of DT Christian Covington. Roster moves are like a chess game, requiring strategic precision to assemble the strongest lineup possible. Now, let's venture forth to our next news. 7. Las Vegas Raiders, signings and preseason. The Las Vegas Raiders steal the spotlight with exciting news of RB Josh Jacobs agreeing to a new one-year contract worth up to $12 million. The team's dynamic offense gains an extra spark with this signing, and it's a testament to the Raiders' commitment to their playmakers. Moreover, Tyree Wilson's anticipated debut in the preseason after recovering from a foot injury adds an element of anticipation to the Raiders' journey. On to the next piece of our coverage. 8. New York Giants, injuries. Switching coasts to the Big Apple, the New York Giants share updates on several players' injuries. W.R. Bryce Ford Wheaton, T. Chris Myarick, Og Wyatt Davis, C.B. Zion Gilbert, and S. Bobby McCain all face setbacks. Injuries can challenge a team's depth and resilience, testing their ability to adapt and overcome. Time to tackle our next news. 9. Philadelphia Eagles, roster cuts. Moving on to Philadelphia, we learn that QB Ian Book is being waived by the Eagles, a moment of transition for Book as he looks to make his mark in the league. But that's not all. T. Dan Arnold and T. Tyree Jackson are also facing changes, providing a dynamic shift for the Eagles lineup. And now, we're ready to soar into our next story. 10. Pittsburgh Steelers, roster cuts. In the Steel City, the Pittsburgh Steelers make waves by releasing W.R. Dan Chisna. Roster decisions like these shape the path to success for each team as they build their final roster configurations. Time to march on to our final news. Join me again next time for more thrilling NFL coverage. Until then, keep those jerseys on and those cheers loud as we prepare for another unforgettable season of America's favorite sport.